We are all searching for something. For most, the complexities of modern-day existence have us trapped in a state of mind. A place where our truest potential is clouded by the expectations of society. What does it take to awake from the haze? In our search for the answer, we were told of a man who had been through it all and broken free. This is the story of Dag Abbey.
Dag Abbey is probably the neatest old gentleman I have ever run into in my life. We used to run into each other at the pub now and again, and we'd sit down and have a little chit-chat, bring ourselves up to speed on what's going on in our life. And he's giving me shit for still working, and I said, well, Christ almighty, you're still running, so what's the issue? Yeah. He's somewhat reclusive, and he lives halfway up Silver Star in a school bus. And very few people know where it is. I haven't seen it yet. I've been invited, but my fat little body may not get all the way up the hill to where he goes, because, I mean, he hustles. So. I mean, he still goes and runs those 100-mile races and finishes first in his class. And I'm thinking, I couldn't come close to what he does.
I had got introduced to Dag and to Ornof Johansen, his friend from Norway, and they were both here at Sunshine to get a Canadian certification. That would have been about 71, 72 in that era. I can remember at Sunshine on some of the cliffs, he was always leaping over those. Every free moment he had, he was freestyling it. He wasn't that interested in doing a snowplow turn or working on some of those basics. And you know, he could go off a jump, and he always kind of knew where the feet should be. He wasn't driven by any kind of a financial thing. As long as he had enough money to put a little bit of food into his stomach and have a few beers, he was a happy camper. It was in the Whistler area, and he'd been skiing, trying to get into the Powder, and there was a very large avalanche. He managed to ski out through it and didn't break any bones and didn't hurt his pride by getting caught underneath it. And yeah, there's not very many people can out-ski those things. And it was a big one.
With Dag, he doesn't have a phone, he doesn't have email, he's very elusive, very mysterious. My fascination with him, I guess you could say, began a long time ago. I grew up here and thought, wow, like this is such a cool local guy. I really want to do a local feature about him. And thus began the process of finding him, which, as you know, is no easy feat. The first time I met with Dag, I think it was early spring, and I didn't really know completely where we were going. My editor thought it was completely crazy. He's like, "You're going out of cell service up a mountain with this random guy? Like, what are you thinking?" It was a good hike. I was pretty wiped by the end of it. Just beautiful and so cool to just kind of hang out with him, kind of on an informal basis, and chat with him. Such a privilege to go up there, and just really rewarding to bring to light this story of this local man that I think a lot of people have seen him. They kind of know a little bit about him, but maybe not the full story. Not that we'll ever probably know the full story of Dag.
After weeks of searching, we remain empty-handed. An uneasy feeling falls over us as smoke from nearing wildfires settles in the valley. A once fierce sun now casts a muted light, and the mountains disappear behind the haze. We can't help but see the smoke as a symbol for Dag's elusiveness. Maybe he's not meant to be.
Never that easy. It's a complement to life. Work as hard as you can to stay alive, because it's a gift. Life is a gift. To me, there is no age. It's just life. You know, age is something other people will put on you. Like when my dad got 50, they said, "Oh, you're old now, you can't go in the woods by yourself." Yeah, and the age has been put on me all my life. And so age is something I deal with. And to me, I don't have an age. I'm an independent person. I had my family, and everything has been great. And now it's my turn to live as simple as possible, where I can train hard, I can be outside because I love being outside. I can do everything I want. I don't think I could ever live in a house. I live in a bus now. I could never live in a house. I couldn't because I don't need much room. I call my place my lair because I'm gone all day. Building trails in an unknown place is exploring. Yeah, you're exploring something new. You're going where people haven't been for a long, long time. it's an art form because, like I say, you want a rhythm in it. You know, it's not like you're building a road, you just go straight. No, here you have to follow the land. If you want to have a life where you have more to do than time, a trail gives you that because you're always working on it. I'm perfectly imperfect because if you're perfectly imperfect, you always have to work on yourself. You can always try. One of my saying is, you know, tomorrow I want to be a better person than today. You can always work on yourself. And if you work on yourself, you don't have time to talk about other people or worry about other people. You know, I get a lot of insane comments from people because they don't understand me. What is there to understand? I don't try to understand people. You know, they do their thing, I leave them alone. Yeah. The only person you want to understand really is yourself. So I'm going to just keep on moving the way I do. You know, because like I said, there is no age. That's all in your head. But you know, you put a person in an ox box on, this person is going to die pretty quick. Because you said you're old now, you're ready to go. You know? But I can't have a bad death because when I look back, I have a full life to look back on. I didn't spend it in front of a TV. I always thought of something and I did it. And that's why I did so much in my life. I just went out on a limb and what the hell.